Hey guys, so I'm going to do my November wrap up and I only read 5 books this month. I wanted to read more, but I just didn't have the time. So hopefully in December I'll read more books and catch up to my reading challenge. The first book I read was The Dead and Gone by Susan Beth Fur, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't as good as the first one, but I'll still be reading the third book in the series and I'm looking forward to it. And this one's about this boy named Alex Morales. Basically all these natural disasters are happening. His dad's in Puerto Rico, so he doesn't hear back from him. His mom is working at the hospital and he tries to call her and contact her, but he can't get in contact with her. So he's left with both of his sisters alone at home. And throughout the book, they're basically trying to survive. They go through a lot of tough times. So I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. I'm looking forward to reading the third book. The second book I read was The Hollowed Ones by Laura Bickle. And you probably saw my review on this. If you haven't, I'll post it right here. And you can go watch that if you want to find out more about this book. It was probably my favorite book of 2012 so far. And nothing will probably beat it unless I read something amazing for December. But highly recommend this book and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was Insanity by Lauren Hammond. And this book I read on my Kindle, but I wanted to show you guys what it looked like in color because the cover is just so pretty. I don't know if you can see it, but that's the cover. And it's about this girl. She goes to the insane asylum after something happens. I don't want to give it away. Before she went to the insane asylum, she was in this relationship with like the most gorgeous guy in town. All the girls wanted to date him and she was in a relationship with him and they were totally in love. So you find out what he tries to do to get her out, and I don't want to ruin anything for you. So I recommend it. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars and I think it was a good start because it seems like the author is going to come out with a sequel. So I'm really looking forward to the sequel of this book and I'll definitely be picking it up. The next book I read half on my Kindle and half on a physical copy of the book, and that's Mockingjay by Susan Collins. I just could not get through this book on my Kindle, but when I finally picked it up at the library, I finished it in like one sitting. And I really enjoyed the second half. Maybe it's because I had the physical copy, or maybe it's because the book was actually good the second half, but I still didn't like this book as much as I did the first 2 books, and I just was kind of disappointed with the ending that Susan Collins gave us with Mockingjay. But I'm still looking forward to watching Catching Fire Mockingjay in theaters when it comes out because I know the movies will just be amazing. So I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was Warm Bodies by Isaac Marion. I loved this book. It was so good. It's about this boy, R, and he is a zombie. He supposedly has no feelings. He can't really say more than 3 syllables. So then he meets this girl and he starts falling for her. He starts having feelings. He starts being able to talk more. And I don't want to give anything away. I'm probably gonna do a review about this book soon, so look out for that. I highly recommend this book. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars and it was probably the second best read of November next to The Hollowed Ones. Those were all the books I read. And hopefully in the month of December, I'll be able to read 10 books because that's my goal to reach my book challenge goal. Let me know what you read this month or what were your favorite books this month, or if you have any opinions about the books that I read this month. So thanks for watching. Bye.